This music. Anyway, hey guys, welcome to Dawntide. This is a visual novel that I found on itch.io, and I immediately had to do a video on it because the art style just got me. It got me. And now we're here about to play a new game. And right off the bat, I have to say, this music is making me very melancholic. And why are you doing this to me, fucking OBS? Encoding overloaded. Why are you doing this? What's that about? If anyone knows how to fix that, please help. Let's just start. There's no going back to where we were. But I can still wander old paths. I follow them back to your house. It shows nothing of itself but weather-worn foundations and holes in the ground where brambles grow. It was there you held me still, close to your chest, a moment wrapped in warm linen. When your fingers slipped between mine, they filled spaces I never knew were there. Recollections squinks like this. Recollections squinks like a beacon through sea fog, swaying far from the land. Squinks? I really said that, holy shit. Recollection squints like a beacon through sea fog, swaying far from the land. But visiting this spot keeps you more to my mind. Maybe that's not something you want, but you're all I can hold on to. I know these paths lead the same way each time, but maybe one day they won't. I hope that one day I'll find this house rebuilt and you'll be waiting there. Flow around me until all those spaces are filled. Till then, Griff. Okay, that was... I'm already really depressed. Holy shit. This art style, though, oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so unique. I love it. Screaming hiss jolts me from my daydream. Still working. Made lattes so many times in these last few months that I can do it on autopilot. A customer, an early afternoon regular, taps at her phone on their side of the counter. It comes during work day, sometimes between 1:30 2. Takes her coffee to go. She's about as punctual as most people get in Porth wearing. Tapping the bubbles out the foam, I wriggle my wrists, sending wavy ripples into the cup. Wonky Rosette stares back apologetically. Not my best work. Cover it quickly and call a customer. Latte. That's fucking cool. A little face there. It's cool. I like that. Wow. And our name is Riley. Okay. Regular takes a cup in hand. Really? Okay. With a thanks and half smile, she makes her usual exit to the empty street. The lunchtime rush has passed. The rest of my shift will be more customers like this one, if any at all. Nibbles on the countertop, I keep the door in my periphery in case another customer appears. The muffled sound of laptop keys flutter among the strum of music through speakers around the room. The name of the cafe hangs on a wooden board above a long landscape mirror. The buoy. Send my mirror self a half-hearted wave, only brighten his spirits. You're the boy, Riley. Does very little. Wonder what they'll think of you now. Mirror self doesn't quite know how to answer. He's likely tired. Slash shit for a week. So I make myself busy in the meantime, cleaning the stream spouts, ensuring that the shop baskets are emptied and drained. Out of a small window at the back of a room, the lopsided hulls of small boats breathe gently on a low water, reminded that working in the aroma of freshly ground coffee beans is a comparative luxury on days like this. Last job paid a little more, but the stench of low tide crept into the stockroom. As I shuffle cups, top of the coffee machine, the tap of laptop keys peters out. Dull clap precedes some rustle in a bag. Standing up from their table, a red deer, clad in khaki tones, trots toward the bar. Ready, Riley? Thought you got off at 1:15. 1/2. Sal. Alright. Hazel's in the staff room. She'll be out in a bit. Fair enough. Oh, okay. I guess the voice fits better now. She rests an elbow on the counter and tries to make it look not to make it look too obvious. Tries to make it not look too obvious. She's eyeing her phone. So, excited? Yeah? Kinda. I don't know, it's weird. Billy and Ranzo have been doing their own things for so long now, it's gonna be a bit strange. It's a bit different, sure. And that's good, it's been long enough. Things should be different. I loosen the cord of my froth-stained apron and turn my head around the room. I guess so, yeah. Still worried about the cafe thing? I don't know, it feels weird when I'm out of county and I'm just... You know... Me and Joe are still here, aren't we? Yeah, but you got your proper jobs. She looks about to say something, but then changes her mind. Look, you've got nothing to worry about. We'll go and get Joe and Billy and then meet Ranzo. They'll be glad to see you and to care about anything else. I feel more of a smile form on my face. So you're doing good, Rye. Should probably get moving though. Billy's train gets in at 1:45. Place my folded apron on the counter. The clock and the cashier on the cash register reads 14. I don't know. Is that would be 2:29, right? Right. I'll go check on Hazel. Apron in hand, I pace between the tables toward the back room. Catch another glimpse of those boats in the shallow water before opening the door to a room where they are as thick with dishwasher steam. Hazel, you're up. Oh my god, it's all fucking... Oh my god, cool. Cool. Oh, custom background art, that's amazing. Basically, I tried to do I tried to do another VN before this one, because it's one of my favorite VNs, like, ever, but it's been on a really long hiatus. Simply because apparently the creators are kind of trying to struggle with getting, like, recovering from COVID and shit. Honestly, though, and it's like, I searched for it on itch.io and everything. I, like, scrolled down so far to the point where I thought, did they take it off? And then I finally see it, and it's like, there. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This VN should be, like, all the way at the top. It's fucking amazing. Like, Regal Tales, the only reason it's not super popular is because it doesn't have a male protagonist, and there's not gay characters in it, and there's not a fucking romance option where you can fuck the characters. I hate furries sometimes, I really do. I hate furries sometimes, you know I am one. Anyway, it's a steep walk up to the station, a thin straight road with shops on either side, most of which have flats above them. They're placing her bag inside the doorway to her flat. Sal closes and double locks the door. She walks back to the street, phone in hand. Still nothing from Billy. Her voice is breathy as we trudge further up the incline. Maybe you should exercise more. By the way, what time did you come in last night? I didn't hear you. Yeah, just sleeping badly. Went for a walk. Starting to regret wearing a sweater. My shirt has formed damp patches that stroke me with chills whenever the wind blows through the yard. Bad dreams? No, just hard to sleep. You ain't walking again then? Yeah. A few cars pass us on the thin streets, their engines cutting through the shushing sway of new leaves and the gulls wheeling above. Today should get you worn out. More custom background art. Why can't more VNs do this? Oh my god, have some pride in your fucking work. Also, tell an actual story. Don't just have a fucking dating sim masquerading as an actual story, because that's not. I'm so sick of dating sims, to be fucking honest with you. Echo was my third VN, and it was amazing. Like, I started with Major Minor, really liked that one. Not anymore, I don't like it anymore, but I did like it then. Then I found Repeat, like that better than Major Minor. And then I found Echo, which was like, if you have a 100-foot cliff, Major Minor would be at like 5 feet. Repeat would be at like 50 feet, and then Echo would be above 100 feet, like maybe 150 feet. Like, that is how big of a jump in quality that game is compared to those two. It's ridiculous. So, like, that game isn't even a dating sim, and I thought it was a dating sim at the time. It was such a breath of fresh air when I found out it wasn't. And now it just seems like we're back to doing dating sims all the time with these fucking games. And, like, I get it, people like those things, but my fucking god. Anyway, I'll make a video on this eventually. My frustrations with the furry VN community. Yeah, definitely gonna do that. Oh, people are gonna tear me apart for that video. I'm gonna drink their salty tears in this giant ass water bottle I have next to me. God. Once we're at the top, it's a comparatively easy walk downhill, and we're able to catch our breaths. Approaching the station, a few cars and cabs are lined up in the taxi rank. Beyond them, another figure comes into view. Paced on the spot, a blue lighter cupped in two hands. He holds it close to his slate beak. Ooh, burb! Burb, we got a burb. Cold wind snaps the flame left and right until his cigarette lights. Heaving a relieved drag, his head tilts back and wisps of grody smoke chase away in the breeze. Yeah, have fun having lung cancer by 30. Fun. When he sees us, a furrowed face unfolding into a smile. How do you smile as a bird? I'm sorry. Was on. Oh my god, he's cute. He's a crestal, I think? Some kind of bird like that. He's like, got that kind of beak and coloring. Good to see you too, Joe. Good to see you too. Been a while. Voice is glazed with a light southwestern veneer. Where does this game take place? He's calm, but tones of excitement predictive as he talks. Sorry we're late. No problem. So's the train. Been closer there, the smell of cigarettes grows potent. I hope you've been good. You still trying to quit? Yeah, as you can see, it's not going great. Okay, good, he's trying to quit. That's at least a relief. Heard anything from Billy? No, though the master of ceremonies had him wrangled. Thought, okay. Keeping his eyes on me, tips his head sideways to Sal. Sal wanders over to the fence. She peers around towards the monitor hanging from the platform ceiling. Says it's due. Just takes a puff of a cigarette. Can't trust the schedule, Sal, you know that. Got this afternoon off then? Yeah, bit hard with the exhibition coming up, but I got a few days off, actually. What's the theme this year? Boats? Joe's smirk sizzles with the burning tobacco. God, that's a good sentence. I told you. Are they not just using the same stuff as last year? Take the old picture out the back room and sling them up, right? Nah, it's a big one, It's a big one this year. Anniversary. Bringing all the artifacts from the back room. Papers, photos, bits from the Kemper. Mr. Penblenth even got one of the old light bills reconstructed. Sounds like a lot of work. Oh my god, they even have like different... They even have different expressions for the sprites. That's so... Oh my god, this one's so polished. I love it. This is what taking pride in your work is like, dudes. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, mostly paperwork for me. Some people visit annually, so it's gotta be good. So there's a couple small pale figures from his chin. Don't worry too much about it. They're traveling inlet. Each year they're probably happy enough to see the boat. They're like train spotters, aren't they? Oh boy, that's a... Oh, that reminds me of a book that is genuinely one of the most disturbing books I've ever read in terms of its realism. God, I fucking hated it. Well, I didn't hate it. It was a really good book in my opinion, but my fucking God, it's a terribly disturbing book. Haven't seen the movie though. Haven't seen the movie. I don't really want to consider what was in the book, you know. Not my cup of tea, you know, just you know, if you know, you know. If you don't, read at your own risk. Let's just say that. Major trigger warnings. It's coming. The alarm of descending barriers rings out, and the faint sound of steel wheels scratch around the bend. Speaking of, Joe, Sal, and I walk around to the station entrance. Small brick building fitted with the sliding glass doors for a brush of modernity. Sal is sitting with his phone again with great, great, cool. Sal, I mean, you have a name with, like, Sal, and I immediately think guy, because, you know, but whatever. Sal is sitting with her phone again. Train slides to a halt at the platform, though the number of carriages exceeds its length. Above the barriers are glossy pictures of beaches and meadows, advertisements for the sights around the county. Most alighting here, staying on the platform, likely waiting for their train to whisk them away to somewhere scenic. Some passengers start to file through the gates. Excuse me. Keep her eyes peeled for a lapine figure. Oh, okay, so rabbit. Raboot. A good number of people pass us by, but there's no sign of him. Maybe he's in first. It's right at the back. Guess. Fuck's sake. I'll turn to see Sal glaring down on her phone. You missed the train. What? And he didn't message you before? That's what I said. Sal scans the screen. Spitting out a sharp sigh of exasperation, she reads aloud. Was out of bat and had to charge it when I got in the next one. Unbelievable. She struts over the fence and cranes her neck toward the platform. Next one's not on for 45 minutes. I'm not sticking around for that. Me either. I'm telling to meet us at the pub. Oh, okay, so we're not in America. Right. Cool. Yeah, right off the bat. And, yeah, we're not in America. Pub? Nah. Irish, Ireland, or Scotland, I'm guessing. Seems to perk Joe's plumage. Better in than out in this weather, eh? A chill wind nips the back of my neck. Can't argue with that. Oh, since Billy's late, we should meet Ranzo properly at the docks. Okay, what? Is that supposed to be like that, or is that a typo? Sal takes a moment, pressing her fingers to her forehead as she paces back. Sure, that works. Then we can get the drinks in. Sounds good to me. Let's head down. God, alcoholism. Woo. Let's celebrate addiction. Why don't we? Ugh. Seriously though, I'm never drinking. That is a solemn promise for me. I'm not able to drink until next year, but still, fuck drinking. Fuck alcohol. Fuck drugs in general, man. Seriously. Head east toward the dock, cutting around the back of the town, following the path of the railway. Midway down, the chug of a freight train grows louder until it passes us. Up on the old stone viaduct, pillars of light scan over Sal and Joe, cast from the gaps in the container carriages. Looks like that one's late too. I'm sorry, a viaduct? That's not what I would, okay. Viaduct, right. I don't think that's the term you'd use for it, but cool. I mean, yeah, and like in Britain, there's a lot of like old Roman viaducts that were built, but like, why is it being used as a train if it's a viaduct? Whatever. I'm looking way too much into this for fucking no reason. Ship's not though. Joe raises bumpy town and points toward the funnel of a cargo ship, which pokes out above distant trees, straddled by large cranes. That's one thing at least. I was on time. You weren't. Just as it was pride, it's a turn up for the books. Sal takes the job with a grin. It's embarrassing. Said it yourself, Sal. Everything's wait. I swear, you know, like I'm still waiting for a visual novel where like one of the characters is a literature nerd and not just like, oh, I like sci-fi books or fantasy books. No, I mean someone like me who reads shit that's actually really well written and not genre fiction, you know. I'm waiting for a VN where it's a character like that. But for that to be a thing, the person writing the VN would have to be into literature like I am as well to be able to reference them accurately and be able to talk about it properly. So, you know, it's probably not going to happen considering, you know, yeah. So Smile gives in a little as her eyes meet the top as her eyes meet the tops of the trees. I know, it's just been a whole thing to set this all up. It's gonna be fine. We'll get Ranzo out of the chair and wait for Billy. I'm gonna text him so he knows where we are. Wait, how are we gonna surprise him? I'd really rather keep this simple. Come on, he's been following instructions all week. What the fuck? Where my fucking... Oh, my mic is still working. I was about to say, what the fuck is happening? God. It's been a long time since I met Ranzo. It was a bit of fun, but it can also be quite sensitive. I'm not really sure. Fucking just... Don't. Just... Sal's got a point. He might be out already. Fine. I'll text him now. Sal starts tapping out a message. How's the job going, Rye? Not bad. Pretty quiet most of the time, but boring. Better than stressful, though, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not stressful. Right, I don't know how that is. He's trying to push any buttons. He soon changed the subject. You know where Ranzo set off from? North Koyo, I think, across the pond. Didn't he tell you? Nah, I didn't really chat that often. That tracks. Ranzo's great, but you have to push him for a text response. Straight through my message with him. Just got music links I sent the other day, not read. Then a message wishing him a good trip over, not read. Then there's the brief back and forth around his departure from Doc, letter with abbreviations and typos. Wait, no, South Koyo. Is that as fun in the sun, then? Still nice and bright out, but even between the valley of the viaduct and the tall houses, there's still that bite in the air. He got it when he could. Think he'd be bundled up in a winter jacket. If I know him, he'll probably try to look all hard and just wear a t-shirt. That does sound more like him. Oh, so someone that fakes masculinity to be cool? Yeah, okay, I won't like him then. No, I thought we were gonna argue so I could put a pint on it. I'll bet. Offer a handshake. Joe reciprocates that hesitation. I'm gonna say, fisherman's jumper with stripes. You're on. Twigs and hard soil crunch underfoot. Continue along the path. Won't be long until we're back in the road. You need that to be capitalized, buddy. More background art that's original and not stolen off the internet and satirized. Base of the hill, the road peels left across the bay. Before weaving back to the heart of the town, it runs along a wall of corrugated iron. A drab metal blister on the headland's pastoral greens. Oh my god, that's a good sentence. I like that one. At a gap in the fence, we see dock workers pacing through with clipboards and hard hats. A usual fare. Seeing them are glimpses of a rarer sort, at least for these parts. They're the ones that bring life to the town when the big ships take anchor. A lady passes by us, browns, blacks, and whites painted across her like marbled paper. Her eyes are perked up like two satellite dishes as she speaks cheerily to a top-heavy man with gray-green scales. Both of them sport dark overalls with Leverson emblazoned across the front, same emblem that marks the great freighter's hull. Still no sign of the guy we're looking for. Think we should go in? No, you probably need a badge or something. I reckon I could blag it. Blag? Okay, I don't know what that means, so yeah, we're definitely not in America. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not picking you up if you get caught trespassing, Joe. I don't think they mind that much, Sal. Treats me like this don't encourage him. But yeah, Joe, she's right. Best not to push it. Sal eyes her phone. Said he was heading our way about 10 minutes ago. Can't tie that man down, Sal. Try it, Riley. I ignore him and check my phone. The fuck does that mean, dude? Picture of Ranzo beams against the blue sky at the top of the message app. His eyes are covered by large sunglasses. He's online. Sal adopts a scolding tone. It's hard to tell she's doing it as a joke. Why can't that boy communicate? He's probably clocking out. Probably takes longer than doing that here than they are leaving the cafe. Joe eyes Sal, will take in a drag. Or filling up a laptop in your case. No, we're wrapping up your last fag of the day. Okay, yeah, we're in the UK. No one in America would call their cigarette a fag. Joe exhales, billowing thin wisps from his beak's yellow sari. He looks to me with a feigned sense of concern. You okay with using that word, Riley? Oh my god. Yeah. Flick the cigarette's beak. It shreds a trail of ash along the floor after it. Fuck's sake. Thought you were trying to quit. Piss off. Joe bends down to pinch the cigarette from the floor before the wind blows it away. Known Joe about as far back as I remember. Sal too. He's a cheeky bastard, and sometimes you got to give some back to him. He returns to the now bent cigarette in hand. Grim. Ready second roll. Don't think that counts in a dock room floor, Joe. From behind us, a thick voice parts the wave of industrial noise. Speaks with a confident sense of belonging, as though it were already part of the conversation. It's similar to Joe's, but the southwestern tones layered on thick. It feels like part of the land itself. I don't know what that means in this context, but okay. The sound traces back to a broad, scruffy sea dog wearing a tender grin spread throughout a muzzle of grey scruff. Okay, I'm guessing if this is the UK, southwestern will be like Cornwall area. I don't know anything about that place. I don't know the accent there. I don't know anything. So I'm just getting oil voices. Ranzo. Crowd around him, arms held out. Greets us each in turn, giving us a long, tight squeeze. His arms around me. It feels as though he never really left. His shirt smells freshly ironed with a hint of lingering sea spray. He's warm and homely, and my ear meets his shirt. I hear the pillowing of dense hairs beneath it. Let the fuzz grow out. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. Oh, that's a face. What voice? Fuck. Oh yeah, glad you caught it. I guess I don't know. What voice? Yeah, you call needed out there. I take the north way around, so I'm glad I kept it. And you're still wearing a shirt. Told you, Riley. It's right about the stripes. Suits your Rans, the fuzz. Yeah, it's like you're some crazy old lighthouse keeper or something. In, like, a cool way. Ranzo snorts, thought air quivering the hairs on his snout. You look like some mad, weirdo librarian. In a cool way. Oh boy. This fucking, the fucking, like, genuine chemistry between these guys is awesome. Oh, someone's home. Joe's laugh is a speckled one with high chirps. I'm trying to stifle them. I think that's pretty spot on. Renzo takes a deep breath and looks around, basking in a moment before his birth furrows. Why, where's Billy? It's this train. I told him to meet us at the Chariots. Oh, we're still going there now. We have a mosey first. When it's time to mosey tomorrow, let's get pissed. The fuck does that mean? Guess drunk. But okay. I should probably get there before Billy does. Let's go. Walk to the Chariot. Takes us along the narrow main street. Door-left buildings are cramped together, clambering up a steep hill. The right little roads break off to the seafront where wooden benches sit empty with flapping parasols bearing their venues' names. Pubs and bars are some of the only places able to hold their own in recent years. Stubborn nails jutting out amongst the shops and cafes that come and go with the tide. Around half of the storefronts lay vacant. The remaining signage and earmarks by boards reading "to let," standing only to remind passers-by what used to be there. Our empty, dark rooms make up their broad street-side windows into ghostly mirrors. Ranzo, Sal, and Joe are walking ahead and chatting about something I can't make out. It's muffled, and I'm pacing slowly in that hazy reflection. Murky figures pass around us, The lens of the hollow room paints them in the air like smoke. Their locals and visitors alike blended into a weaving rhythm. God, this writing style is really cool. I like it. Brightness ripples somewhere between the gray half-formed figures and the faded glass. An amorphous streak of light. Its presence grows, flickering through the gaps in an unseeable space between. It's not a stray beam light, it's someone else. Someone walking through the crowd with a white tail trailing after. They walk with purpose towards me. Break eye contact with myself, turning to face the approaching figure. Standing before me, it's... Riley, you're looking kind of spacey. You alright? Look back to the shop front. Brightness is gone. Oh yeah, just got distracted. You sure? It's quiet just to me. I know you're a bit anxious. Got nothing to worry about, okay? Fine, really. A little behind her, Joe butts in. Keep up, Riley, I'm weighing that pint. Fuck off. Walked into the old chariot. Our eyes took a moment to readjust to the dim surroundings. Most tables are empty, save for a few old men sat sipping room temperature ale to the tune of some old blues on the tinny speakers of a jukebox. Haven't been able to smoke inside for about 20 years, but you wouldn't know that from the air. Creaking across the floorboards, we head towards a little windowed nook, our teenage home. The chariot wasn't the best power by a long shot, but they never checked ID. Oh my god. Well then. Before we reach the nook, Renzo stops and gestures towards the bar. There's rounds on me. What you guys want? I don't know, Rand. You don't have to. School got paid this morning. What you want? Joe doesn't waste a second. Pint of Halliard. Who else is out that? I'll join you. Should do the brewery to hurl you down. Sal is a little more hesitant. Yeah, pint, same as. Rando turns his gaze to me expectantly. Oh, okay, just water, thanks. You sure? Yeah, just to start. Suit yourself. The way past me and nudges into me in the arm. Let me know if you change your mind, though. Oh boy, cool. Swear, it's like it's trying to like kind of Irishish, but it kind of morphed into Australian there for a second. Makes his way up to the empty bar front and starts making jovial chow with the bar lady. Water. Am I the only one celebrating? 4 in the afternoon, Joe, come on. Just saying, it's a bit fucking boring for your mate to be gone 4 years and then being only got a proper drink to celebrate. It's fine, Billy will be here soon, I'll get something then. Squeezing the wooden benches by the window. This place was built centuries ago when folks were smaller. Joe and Sal sat opposite me and I left space of Ranzo on my left. Gotta be back in here, eh? Yeah, it's got its real comfy atmosphere, hasn't it? No, bookstores do. Ray with some side to eye as she tries to get into a position where our arms aren't bashed up against each other. I mean, yeah, there's better places, but more similar dance, trying to work myself at a part myself in a Warren spot. It's got its charm. I always do something like this more often, you know. And the last time we went out for drinks was the last time Billy was down. Yeah, sorry, I've been really busy and it tires me out. Don't have to work that much, you know. Take a break, man. Honestly, though, I gotta, completely honest, people that work, like, ridiculously, as I don't get them. They're gonna collapse eventually from the stress and all that, so yeah. Loose a bit, girl. You're always working on some. She sighs. Air rushes out. Oh, that needs to be changed to an F. Of her nostrils, finally given out under the strain of a heavy load. Alright, it's been a lot to set up this year, and Joe swings his hand down on the table. And you deserve some time off. Make this week a good one. And those heavy footsteps announce his return, sandwiching 4 glasses between 2 paws. Get these down, you then. Places 1 pint, 2 halves, and a glass of water on the table. Half as well, Ranzo. All these two are right, no need to rush. Next half an hour washes over us, bringing with it stories from Ranzo's time at sea. That's a weird name. They detail times aboard the ships and the ports. Far West. Still that confident positive spark in our group. Just fun, but Ranzo's tone is a bit more vibrant. Sings color into stories that I imagine were actually pretty drab and dreary. Like the week where the ship's laundry broke down, they had to hand scrub their clothes. Or the time the ship's cook got sick and the stand-in couldn't do the potatoes properly. Midway through another story, Ranzo's joyful pace is interrupted by an uneven gait crossing the floor. Alright, dickheads. Oh boy. The voice is broad, confident, devoid of local twang. Approaching to the table, a toned figure sways, one hand placing a streamlined bike against the wood wall, other holding the strap of a large sports bag. Oh god. Oh, okay. His brow furrows, but a smile forms on his lips as he swings the duffel down. Billy! Oh, that's, cool. I don't know what voice to give you. Fuck. One and only. Just brought that thing straight in. Some glances at the bike and back to Billy. He shrugs. Smile slips wider. Good to see it, Stu. Logs the ball in the bag. It's not busy in there here anyway. Sure, make yourself at home. Starts to reach for a stool from one of the empty tables. Don't say that, Billy. You can sit here. He stands up and gestures to the space he leaves beside me. Billy waves his hand dismissively. It's fine, they got... It's fine, I got first class down. Joel's a I told you so face. No, what is small rent anyway? What you want? Senator Jack sitting out of her seat. No, it's not. It's my round. Sal pulls out of the nook and pushes Billy's bag into it with her foot. What do you want, Billy? Water's fine. Right, anyone else? Still early, just water. Okay, boys. Sal glances between Joe and Ranzo. Same again. He Ranzo hesitated before groaning. It's early, but it's been a long one. Poor boy. Pint it is. Moves with 2 fingers, first to Joe and Ranzo, then to Billy and I. 2 Alliers, 2 waters. Sal heads to the bar, making a point of bumping Billy's bike on the way there. Billy shovels past and takes a seat next to me. As he does, something cold brushes up against my shin. Catch myself or jump into my seat. I forgot about his prosthetic. Oh, okay. Oof. Good idea. What? Water. I'm watching your figure for the boys. Joe sputters as Ranzo sits in the stool at the end of the table. Twat! Looking to take his return of endearment. The boys like me and as is. Jab him in the ribs. He flinches. What the fuck, man? Shit, sorry. Is it still... Should have remembered. Just fucking with you. It healed ages ago. Good. No more problems then? Luckily, no. I had to miss a whole season for it. She'll take longer than that off. Alright, Rans. What? What? Oh, was that a slip? No. Ranzo's feminine features remind you of your girlfriend. She's not... Let me pause for a moment. Not my girlfriend. Oh boy. Huh? Sal appears in front of my eye, carrying a tray of drinks. Broke up with her. Sal's face slumps disappointed sympathy. She sets down the tray of drinks. You and Jess broke up? She was so nice. He takes a long sip from his water and wipes a dew from his prickly lips. Well, you saw, sure. Wasn't feeling it. Kinda needy. I was spending too much time training. It was a choice between that and her. Emily's eyes widen with resigned indignation. So here we are. So am I. Don't be, I'm better off. Don't give a rabbit a chance to run, I guess. I raised a glance toward the center of the table. Yeah, definitely a Brit. Definitely a Brit writing this. It was just only 39 minutes, excuse me. Anyway, cheers to being back. Like a sympathy eases around the table and more glasses rise and being shoved with a clink. Cheers to being back. Oh, cool. This is cool. Oh, and our first look at Riley, too. That's cool. This is really neat art, I gotta say. Wait, is there a way to take a screenshot? No. No, there's not. God damn it. That was gonna be a good thumbnail. Nestling together in the nook makes a space between us. This music. I like it a lot, actually. Nestling together in the nook makes a space between us to disappear like the drinks in their glasses. Drifting through conversational currents, I'm bathed in the same familiar tones I've known my whole life. They've changed, some more than others, but a kernel of past selves is preserved in all of them. Ranzo rattles off another sea stories, temper rich and bright. Joe swigs and leans in for all the details, his laughter still sparkling with high pitches. Billy and Sal share back and forth over hobbies, each one of them wrestling the conversation back their own side of the court wherever they can. Start talking about girls, they seem to find common ground. All of these are a soothing balm that fills in the cracks of the last 4 years. It's reassuring, if a little uncanny. It's a comfortable return to something that only exists in memory until now. Holding together, even if it's just by this veneer finish. I'll happily stay floating here. Floating until all the hairs on my body are heavy with the memory of this moment. I'm getting some strong fucking melancholy from this, not even gonna lie. It, like, feels very based in, like, the feeling of nostalgia and all that, like, fleeting memories and shit. As the glass is dry, we shuffle out the pub into the street bar before the harbor. It's approaching the evening. The dark interior has made our eyes tender. They sting in the sun, and our hands raised to shield them. Tide has risen and swept the foul smell away. Okay. Water. Town sits in a quiet daze. Docked boats jostle with a gentle hollow rhythm. Well, plans for dinner. Thought we go down to Shinbone after this. They do food. Shinbone's a dive. Shinbone's great. They have bands on sometimes too. Last time I went there, I got food poisoning. Pass. That was months ago. I go all the time and it's fine. What was Shinbone? They open up kind of recently. It's like an underground speakeasy kind of thing. Sounds fun. Do burgers and stuff too. Too lowbrow for Sal. Not too lowbrow for us though. Joe looks around indignantly. Really? Am I the only one who likes burgers here? Well, soul burgers, just cod or... Cod. Ugh. Ew, fuck. Disgusting. Fish are gross. Cod had a place. Oh, it's that whole gourmet thing. Joe looks sideways to Sal. Veggie too. Vegetarian. If she's a vegan, that's a bigger red flag. Then maybe that was a problem with yours. Oh, okay, right. She's a fucking deer. God. I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat. I don't trust anyone to make a burger if they can fuck up the veggie option. Anything around here less greasy? What about 115? Closed. Shit, what about granary? Sal shakes her head. Closed. Weren't you back here in October? Yeah, but I don't eat out much. So that's why she left. Pfft, fuck you, holy shit. Maybe tell me it isn't closed instead. Sal racks her brain in place that does something other than takeaway that's maintaining its spot in town. There's the wheelhouse. It's way better, I'm down. Fancy that, Rye? Fine. I like the wheelhouse, I've been in years. Look over to Joe, who looks less than thrilled. Fine, I just planned a bit like, you're going out, go out. Wheelhouse is way more out than that burger place you were talking about. You're just pissed off because you can't stuff your face with chips. Fine, I'll do wheelies. I want to show Ranzo Shinbone tomorrow, though. Joe turns to me. You too, man. I can't believe you haven't gone there. Where is it again? Seriously, Shinbone? Shinbone Alley? Stupid question, really. Alright. Bet on the nose, really, isn't it? Yeah, like having a church on Church Street. But there is a church in... Oh, right. Great, look at this table booked. Pretty sure we can just go there, Sal. It's only Tuesday. Don't think it's gonna be busy. Right. Tries to look aloof, but the tension in her back tells me she won't be satisfied until we're all on track. Shall we head up there, then? Ridley taps his swords back. He sling around the handlebars of his bike. Gotta get this stuff to the place first. Want us to wait, or... Nah, it's fine. I'll meet you there. We'll fly you go sport, man. Thanks, Fuck! Oh, shit. Billy tries to remove the bag from the handlebars. From the front bars, the handle sagged. The front wheel twists inwards, sending the bike and Billy onto the floor. Oh my god. Unlucky. You okay? He stoops down to help Billy back up. He's already up on one foot. Get off. Billy's hand bats swings away. He pushes himself up and starts untangling the bag straps. You're hurt? No, I'm fine. Pulls the bike up to inspect it. Oh boy, this video. It's 46 minutes now, neat. I don't know what I'm stopping the video, actually. Pulls the bike up to inspect it. Don't see any scratches in the frame, but there's a graze in his knee. Sorry, man, that was good. You want a hand getting that back? Said I'm fine. Only asking, Billy. Pushes himself down and slides at the strap of his back. Up to his shoulder. Don't worry about it, okay? Oh god, I don't like you already. I'll meet you up there. Mike takes long to decide as he starts to walk. The frame bounces and shakes on the cobblestones, but he keeps it on course. Doing right there, Enzo? Oh, yeah, I'm good. What? I'm pretty arsey to you. It's just Tizy. He doesn't let people make a fuss over him. Think his pride's hurt more than anything else. Still, be fine once we get up there. Pick up a slow pace in the opposite direction, tracing the wall of the harbor until we get to a thin, steep street. You drop anything off, Rans? Well, everyone lift everything on my butt before getting here. Yeah, stay with your mom. Yeah, I will be. I just don't want to drag it all around all afternoon. Smart. Plus, you know, I got wonky away if I make some privacy. Privacy? I just got used to have my own thing for a while now. Did that. It's like on the ships anyway. It's usually pretty good. You get in a room with a little ensuite and a desk. It's cozy, mind you. Some of the small ones is a bathroom and showers down the hall. So it's either a cheap hotel or a hostel. Pretty much dark bunks the same deal. Except we don't have to lash the chairs down to stop and slide around. Rather taking Mum's place, personally. Any plans while you're down? Well, other than seeing you, I'm guessing Mom and Gran. Probably seeing Eliza. Silence from Bettina, spoken swiftly by Joe. Fuck that, man. You're here to chill out. And his eyes followed his feet. So like my cousin, I should at least say hello. Won't just be hello with her, though, will it? Probably wouldn't be their way. Just keep it light. Steepness of the climax is good camouflage for my stiff shoulders and lower posture. No use worrying about that yet, right? Right. I'm thinking what you'd say, but yeah. Renzo nods silently with a faint smile. Leans forward as we continue upwards. Sun is tiptoeing towards the horizon, washing the houses beside us in amber. Cool air moves in hazy shadows. Sound of shallow waves is muddied by a growing rumble behind us. Renzo pivots to face is behind us. Call comment. Soon follows gaze. The car is small and boxy, painted a grayish beige. Yellow taxi sign rattles on its hood as it trundles steadily towards us. Move over! I grew apart the other side of the road, flattening ourselves up against the wall with a little space passing for pavement. Thunder has been with my own. Joe, Renzo, and Sal stand shoulder to shoulder with their backs against the opposite wall. So we're moving over them, but the little taxi pulls itself up the road, we road between us. Light bounces back from the windows that struck us forwards. It forces me to squint. Between blinks, I see a figure in the back seat. Their head rests on a hand, leant up with an elbow on the door. Black fingers score across the pale arrowhead of the face. Though they're smothered by sunlight, I feel the flash of two yellow eyes wrap around me. Heart holds me in place in the window and the car move past. Roar continues rising until it disappears over the hill's crest. Once I've checked there's no other cars coming behind it, we regroup on the road to carry on. Maybe I'm still cloudy from the pub's atmosphere, but I feel like my movements are a second or two behind my thoughts. Still wish we took a cab up now. I'm knackered. You pull ropes and stuff for a living? Yeah, that's all we're boy. It's always been to a hill for me here. Consider toned calves your welcome gift, then. Keep hauling. Boy, cool, fun, nice. At the wheelhouse, small music, soft music drifts through speakers. Gang sits around the table, sipping what remains of our drinks after the meal. So you're all free now, Sal? Almost. I got some change to make for the festival before everything goes to print. I didn't know you were working on that. Yeah, they usually hire grads for it. It's been a bit of a pain, but it's a good portfolio piece. Joe sips absentmindedly at Flora's plate. She still holds half a fillet of salmon and some new potatoes, which bathe in the remnants of pale orange puree. You planning this yet, Joel? Oh, no, it's more of a folk festival. Don't think my stuff would fit. But your keyboard and banjo mode. Oh wait, that's you, isn't it, Ranzo? Banjo man. Monzo, but yeah, I've been asked to play again. Maybe they still got some spots. I'm still getting redesign requirements for the flyers. I'm not updating the set list. What is it this time? I want the body to get another new font. You're joking. You want it slab serif, which messes up all the tracking. It's almost bad whatever it means. That needs to be capitalized. Waiter steps up to the table, a notepad and a few small menus in hand. How we go? We're gonna go over drinks and desserts. There's some silent deliberation around the table before Renzo speaks. No. No, I'm cool, thank you. Simpson rec about the group. Waiter nods politely and reaches down for our empty plates. Actually, could we grab the bill? Thanks. Sure. Boy, waiter begins stacking the plates in one arm until he gets to Joe. Finished? Yeah, thanks. It was great, but I'm full. No problem, I'll grab the bill for you now. Waiter heads back toward the kitchen. Billy sips the glass and eyes Joe. It's a lie. You're never full. Trying to be polite. Lorenzo rubs his eyes and stretches his jaw, stifling a yawn. Tired, Rans? Oh, great, now I'm yawning because you said that. Fuck. Thick palms tucked under his muzzle. Fingers massage the rest of his neck. Yeah, last night was rough. Had to be on Hansel throw you up again at 8. God, that is rough. Billy affects the accent of a fisherman. Scrubbing the decks, what are you, boy? Well, that'll be the last of that sort of thing for a while. Rando's eyes travel between the rest of us. His hands unfurl and he gives them a little shake as his ears perk up. I got the promotion. Abel shudders to a start, which is overlapping in surprise. Derelict squeak his arms. We shift in our seats. What the fuck? Oh, that's actually cool. I like that. What promotion? Renzo looks gleeful and confused all at once. I asked promotion? Makes you all about last week when we set off. And the screens light up around our table. I don't have a message. Nothing here. Nope. I got nothing. That's really weird. Look. Renzo turns his phone to us. Top of the message window with a picture of my younger self. I'm dressed in all black. Stood in front of a castle wall. It's an old band photo shoot. Awful. Send this out to everyone, so spory for the spam, but there's a chance I might get a promotion. There's an able series scene position going, and I've been put forward. I'll know when I get back. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Jesus, so many fucking mistakes. Followed by a string of shorter messages. Sorry, promotion going. Looking. Hope there wasn't a spelling exam as part of it. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Billy eyes the message with a grin and gives Ranzo a firm pat in the back. Good on you, man. I'm so glad for you, dude. Leans over to her side and gives Ranzo a squeeze. Yeah, congrats. Ranzo, did you not want to hit the town tonight and celebrate? Ranzo's smile lapses into a yawn. I don't know, I think I need another one. Come on, man, this is big. You're right, I'm down for a sesh if it's for this. Well... Guys, he said he's tired. He got, what, 5 hours sleep last night? Ranzo cricks his neck and blinks through bleary eyes. 4? Jesus Christ. I'm seeing Mum tomorrow morning. It's not tomorrow. It's been a big day already. We can even go to that place Joe mentioned. Thanks for missing, Sal. What? His fist is flat as he starts to shuffle out of his seat and dig into his pocket. Nothing, we're just suggesting something in the moment, you know? Something that's not booked in. Come on, Joe, he's tired. Really, it's fun, Joe keeps his eyes off Sal as he pushes up. Fuck. I'm a little yawny now. Pulls out a rolled cigarette with his lighter. Cigar softens as his eyes fall on Ranzo. We can do it tomorrow, it's not a problem. Joe. It's fine, I just need a fag. Pushes the thin stick in his beak and heads toward the door. Still in his composure, but his exit anything but graceful. Sal's head slumps in her hands. For fuck's sake. Nice one. Oh, don't, Billy. Billy takes a sip of his glass, leaving bubbles fizzing on his upper lip. Just had a few too many. You're not wrong there. I think he just looks slotted, but I don't think I'll go to me if I'm not out loud. I eye the empty seat Joe left. I'm gonna check on him. The chair groans across the wood as I scoot it back. Stand up. As I turn, I pretend not to see Sal's eyes roll to the side. I mean, he's still got to pay his bill, yeah. Oh, fuck you too, Billy. It's cold outside and the air is still. Finally, my sweater comes into its element. Trail of thin smoke guides me to the left, past the window we were sat beside, past a few small gray feathers scattered in the ground, like a breadcrumb trail leading to Joe's sneakers. Leans against the stone wall, the frayed threads of his own knit jumper, footing in the breeze. Hey. Speaks calmly, tension moments ago seemingly quelled, along with his boisterous tone. His pale eyelids rest half drawn. You okay? Yeah, I just need some fresh air. Takes another drag, the amber tip crackling and fading to a fat, gray slug of ash. Look, I get it, you want a night to be a big one. A gray cloud leaves him with a groan. It's not even that. This whole day has been railroaded by Sal. Want to go to the wheelhouse? We went to the wheelhouse. She wants to go tomorrow, so we're going out tomorrow. Couldn't even surprise Ranzo. Everything has to be set in stone. So like some people on itineraries. I don't know if it was worth getting off work. Joe's eyes wander over the town as a cigarette wilts to the filter. Come on, she'll chill out whenever it's in one place. Joe breathes one last gust of smoke before flicking the butt to the ground and grunting it out. About that. Feels weird, don't it? What do you mean? You know, it's weird. The mood, the vibe, it's like things are the same, but they aren't. That, I mean, Rand's with the docs, being out with an older, scruffier version of the boy he left as. Of course, it's seen photos since then, but doesn't really hit home until you see it in person. Sort of. Dynamics sort of fell back into place, which is good, but a bit jarring. Joe nods. He's gone 4 years, everybody acts like nothing's changed. Maybe it hasn't. Look out over the town with him, seeing nothing. Spots of light from houses and bars reaching up to give the night sky a hazy glow. Swished weird, I'll have to get used to it. I know what you mean. I'm feeling weird in the last few days. There's been a whole lot. Yeah. Turns his face towards me. There are faint signs of surprise and sympathy. Maybe relief. It's hard to tell. Expression is still reserved and low-lidded. I'm saying earlier, both of them had been away from here for ages. Grouping back together so suddenly is like, whoa. Well, not the whole group. My gut twists. A little pain shoots across my palm. Sorry, go on. Feels bad to not really be doing anything different after this time. You're doing loads different. You got the new job and sticking the same one. Only because I fucked up the last one. I thought you liked your job. It's comfy. Pays enough. No, it's going over the same stuff though. History's kind of like that. Want to trade places? Do a Prince and the Pauper sort of thing? I think my beak would stick out. We can paint it, and I'll make one myself out of cardboard. Not sure that'll cut it, mate. No shit. Like the museum. Does get a bit dull, though. Come and say hi sometime, maybe. It's not far. Alright. See you're back on, though. Maybe we go do something tomorrow. Sal's busy. Renzo's seen his mom. Don't know about Billy. Yeah, that could be good. Anything in mind? Let's just work it out then. Joe's eyelids raised a little more. He's definitely looking cheerier. Thanks, man. I'll text you. If you're done, we should head in. Yeah, alright. I like cheering people, apparently. I think you've noticed that about me in these games. Joe brushes some stray ashes away from his jumper as we walk past the window toward the entrance. The tension in his shoulders is gone, and he walks at a calmer pace than he left. As you reach the door, a figure stands just under the archway. Oh, hi. Oh, hey, Ranzo. You off? Yeah, cell's rotten. Need to rest. It's a pause from Joe. Yeah, man. Take it easy. See you guys tomorrow, though. I'm free in the afternoon, so just give me a bell if you're around. Sure, I'm gonna do something today. Don't know what yet. Awesome. Maybe I'll see you then. Pulls us each in for a hug, cushioned by that thick fur beneath his cotton shirt. Joe's right. It's the same, but different. Ranzo beams as he pulls back and gives a satisfied sigh. It's good to be back, boys. I'll miss you. Miss you too, dude. See you tomorrow. With that, Ranzo heads off, back down the hill. Joe and I step back inside the door. We take our seat at the table. Sal hands over some cash to the waiter. There's the lovebirds. Calm music, which filled the room, has faded out, leaving it empty. Aside from the occasional clatter of cutlery, it's closing time. We settling up? Yep. Splitting or each their own? We rounded up the tip already and split it 5 ways. Cool, give me a sec. Turn my pocket, slip my card in my wallet, and bring it up to the reader. $39. Maybe we should have gone to the Shinbone. Machine chirps. Tense moment passes, and a strip of receipt paper grinds out. Waiter tears it off and hands it to me. Thanks. Joe makes his payment. I sit down on opposite Sal. She seems decidedly quiet. Brings a glass up to her lips as Joe budges his chair in, grabbing his beer. Waiter finishes his round. He thanks us again before he's ushered over to the only other full table in the establishment. Drinks are either finished swiftly or left as they are to get ready to head out. At only 10 p.m., the town and the road are quiet. Tuesday night, I suppose. Shuffle to a crossroads, spotted in the light of a street light. Billy sends a cop pebble clattering across the thin street to our right. Right, my place is up that way. Are we getting ready tomorrow? See you tomorrow, dude. Don't fuck up your other leg. And he brings the sharp end of his prosthesis round to playfully smack Miss Joe's shin. Fuck yours up some first. Ask some. After some laughter and shouts from the both of them, turns up the hill and turns to just part with a wave. See you, lads. Guys heading back to your place? Yep. Sorry it's been an early one. It's fine, man. To be honest, I'm tired. Think that's prevailing mood tonight. Yeah, I guess so. Joe used a moment to pod and light a cigarette. So the gang's all back together, eh? Yep, it's been too long. Telling me. Stray embers wander in the wind and die out. Joe's plumage shudders up with his shoulders, his feet edged to the narrow lane on our left. Well, good to see you both. See you tomorrow. Don't be a stranger. See you then. With a wave of his free hand, Joe exits the light of the street lamp into a bushy pathway between two houses. Oh yeah, and Riley, still owe me that pint. Tells it a soft sigh, then turns onward down the hill. You okay? I'm alright. Was it about Joe earlier? Not really, I mean, sort of. He's just doing what he does. The fuck does that mean, bitch? Might be right, though, about the pub thing. You and him were talking about going to the pub more often. Night's been nice, mostly. Could probably do it more often. Yeah, you work a lot, and you should take a break more often. Just don't want to overdo it. You're overdoing with work, if anything. No, but with Joe, it can be a little full-on. Just don't want to make a habit of it. You remember what it was like on your birthday? Think back. Yeah, that was a lot. Things are okay between you two, though, right? Yeah, we're fine. I'll talk to him tomorrow. Got a bit snappy, but I guess I did too. Spoke with him earlier. Seemed kind of overwhelmed. Felt weird about seeing Ranswick in particular. Think we're all a little tense about today. So and I continue to walk. Our footsteps bounce between the stone walls to fill a little conversation. Pass under a tree overhanging from the garden of a holiday home. Above us, the branches peel back to a quilt of white speckles. Good sky tonight. Want to get your telescope out when we get back? I should get an early one, really. Forecast is good this week, so it should be like this for a while. I'm just setting all this up, so... It's nothing. I like working stuff out. We're on the bed with ourselves in one of the town's warm pockets, shielded from the ocean air. Straight light cuts open the shadow of the valley. Murky black is pushed aside to ensure that we're treading familiar paths home. In the middle of its aura, there's a flicker of white. Some isn't a shrub, some maybe across a window, isn't a reflection in a crowd. Sun has gone in, the street is empty. Lights from the town and sky, which before shone bright, now feel faded, drowned in the incandescence of two golden eyes. God, these sentences, man. They're wide, surprised, sunflowers in a snowy field. His parted lips drift over soft-pointed teeth to form a smile. His brows fall from their shock and come to rest above his eyes. This music's really nice. Creases on his linen shirt ripple out as his shoulders drop. A lone word rises, uncertain in his chest. When it escapes, it fills the space between us. Riley? I'm stunned. I didn't think I'd ever hear that voice speak my name again. I can barely bring myself to nod. Feels like I'm cast in thick, dreamy treacle. Oh, it's the Fox Boy! Cool. It's you, isn't it? Silence breaks in my throat. Yes, it's me. Is that you? As far as I can As far as I can recall, yes. Thought I'd seen you early. How you been keeping? I've been keeping well. I lie. Wow, hey, I'm loving the new look. Almost to my sweater. Thanks. Sorry, Riley, who is... Griff. Speak with certainty. It's Griff. Sal's eyes widen for a moment, sparked by the realization. Oh! Looks to Griff, we both moving closer into the spotlight. It's good to put a face to the name. Riley's told me all about you. Oh, that's cute. All good things, I hope. Of course, it was a long time ago, though. It was just a date, right? Sal, you can't just... It was alright. Yes, we went out for a while. Went out? I was in love with you. Yeah, like Sal said, it was a long time ago, so... What have you been up to? Where you've been? Sound like I'm pleading, begging to know. Well, I moved with my folks back across the pond, finished up school, now I work. That old path. What sort of work? Antiques, make sure they get where they need to go. I got some pieces on the ship in the bay, actually. What is she cooking down there? Smells good. Sorry, my mom is home and she's apparently cooking something. Well, that's so cool. Sort of antiques. Stupid question. Bowls, furniture, that's not his voice. It's furniture, I'll sort little trinkets. Paint's a pushing really, but it lets me travel. How about you, Riley? Looks at me again with those shining eyes. Feel embarrassed if they weren't so comforting. I just work at a cafe in town, nothing special. Nothing special. World needs good coffee, more needs old chairs. I know, but I wouldn't be able to live without it. Maybe I could swing by. What's the place? Bowie? Down the main street? I went past there early. Artisan place. Look nice. The numbness of shock is subsided, and now I can feel the urgent thudding in my chest. How long are you here for? Just a week, unfortunately. I got some engagement back home after that. We should do something, though. You free at all? Yes, I'm free. Of course I'm free. It should be too obvious about it. Can't see that I'm a complete fucking loser yet, so I should keep it that way. No, he already knows I'm a complete fucking loser. He stayed away from me for that reason. He's just being kind. Sal nudges me from behind. I need to say something. I'm seeing a friend at some point tomorrow, but we don't have a time set. I'm pretty much free until I'm not. Alright, and how about Tame by the harbor? Yes, absolutely, 100%. Sounds nice. Great, say. Mind if I grab your number? Being too hasty, I'm coming on too strong. Sure, I just for his pocket and stop short. Shoot, I didn't bring it with me. It's a distraction on walks. Someone to talk to me. But if you write down yours, I'll send a message. You won't send me a message. Oh, okay. Sal, do you have your sketchbook? Not on me. It's gonna disappear again. Shit. Hey, it's cool. We'll leave it up to fate. I'm gonna leave again. Don't let him leave again. Guess so. Their eyes stay one another. Street light above us pulses. It's late. I'll best be off. Yep, come on, Rye. I'll let you meet you, Griff. You too, Sal. Ross waves into the streetlight. As you brush past one another, he speaks. Dan tomorrow by the harbor. Smile spreads to me. I nod back. I won't forget. Suddenly, as he appeared, Griff slips around the corner. His bushy white tail, slinking after him, is gone. That was depressing. Not really depressing, just wow. Okay. It's dark, but it's warm. It's really warm. Did you turn the heating off with the timer again? What? Climbing the ship before me, Sal checks the thermostat in the kitchenette. A short tut punctuates the click of a dial being turned. It's been on all day, dude. Sorry, I rushed out this morning. I wasn't paying attention. Wander across the living room. To be fair, I should have clocked it. Just keep an eye on it next time. In the dark, Sal leans against the kitchen counter as she turns to me as I slump down on the sofa. It's good to finally meet your ex. Yeah, that's him. See when you liked him. He's not really my type, but he's hot. But my ears fall flat behind me. Look down as I start to untop my boots. Sure is. Was it a bad thing to see him keep quiet all the way home? Take out my heel and the boot comes loose. Oh, it's good to see him. It was just... Grunt tucking the boot off and placing it on the floor. Unexpected. Sal moves a little closer. Don't look directly at her. Instead, untying the other boot. Alright, it just seemed that you were doing better this season until then. Said before, it's just a lot of pressure when people come back, and now there's another... Pull the laces too fast. The friction burns at the skin under my fingers. Fuck! Get my hand to shake, then press the radiators to my mouth. It's bringing things up for you, isn't it? Get the rest of my foot from the other boot. I'm not talking about it now. She's across from me. There's almost a foreboding sense of understanding. It's too much. Picking up both the boots in my left hand, I stand up. Day was good. Got some things to think about. Okay. She hangs on for a moment, then I give in. Pace over to her boots in hand and sling my free arm around her. I give my real tentative grasp. You're doing good, Ray. Thanks. You too, not that you need to hear it. Doesn't hurt to now and then. Pull back, I continue towards my room. Night cell. Good night, Riley. Fuck. Fuck. Wow, okay, we're dealing with this shit. That's, oh god. I think she's cooking something with like broccoli, because it smells like that. I don't even know. Not to say that broccoli's bad. Broccoli's actually like my favorite vegetable when it's cooked right. The air is still warm on the thermostat. The bed holds me still in the dark. Is it changing? Yes, it's changing. I just had to make sure, because one time, whatever. Though cloudy, the feelings of today are alive in my chest. I remain restless after what should have been tiring. Seeing everyone again was nice, but it still doesn't feel real now. It all exists in this hazy world, just like the empty shop front window months ago. And I'm struggling to hold into the details. The more I think about it, the more I realize how quickly this will pass. Ranza will set off. Billy will finish uni and stay up north. And Griff will disappear wherever he was before. Can't blame them. I'll bet that Joe and Sal are looking for ways out too. They've looked after me enough. I know Sal still talks to Eliza. They've already talked shit about me. I should have left when I could. Starlight bleeds through the thin curtains and picks out the edges of things laying still. No bag on my desk, today's clothes draped over a chair's backrest. Hands of a clock crawling slowly to 1 a.m. Boots waiting by the door. Fuck this. Pushing the warm sheets off of me, I turned to sit upright. Pull my clothes from the backrest, I slip them on. Boots are easier to put on than when they were to take off. Maybe a sign of them to keep them on. Make sure to put on a jacket this time. Sitting there in my bed, fully clothed, and an uncanny feeling still bubbling in my chest. It's time for a walk. Thank you for playing the first chapter of Dawntide. So far, this has been a solo project. More artists will be joining the team in the future. I hope you have enjoyed getting to know Sal, Joe, Ranzo, Billy, Griff, and Riley. The stories are not over and looking to develop this project. Wait, all of this was one person, you're saying? Fucking impressive. Wow. Wow. This music makes me really sad, really melancholic and shit. I don't really know what to say about, okay, so, essentially, the art is genuinely like, it's very original. The style, the presentation, all of it's good. The writing's great. There were only, like, maybe... There were several typos I saw, but none too major, like, no spelling issues, just, like, punctuation and capitalization issues I saw. Characters are extremely well developed. They all feel very in-depth, and they all feel real, and the chemistry between them is amazing. This is really good. I like this a lot. Wasn't expecting it to be that short, but oh well, I guess. Thanks for watching, everybody.